Welcome to DIYEasyCrafts.com. Today we're going to take a look at converting an existing mailbox into a nautical themed ocean wave mailbox. So this was my original mailbox. It's just a tin, a brown self-standing mailbox, and I figured I'd give it a nautical update. So I started out just by using some painter's tape and taping off the brown section on the bottom as well as the kind of the molding around the front door. And then I used a razor blade just to cut the basic form of a wave. Now I've done a lot of ocean waves. Most of the ocean wave projects I've done have been on flat surfaces. So the curved surface of this mailbox is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I decided to use regular spray paint and give it a base coat of dark blue. The reasoning for this, or the rationale for this, is I'm fearful of that resin dripping during the long drying process. So I figured with a dark blue base, I could put on some very thin, lighter blue resin and hopefully not have to go thick enough where it would drip. After removing the painter's tape, I started by just adding the brown to the bottom, which is going to be the sand. I used a little bit of a lighter brown than the mailbox was originally, and then I actually added some yellow to it, just to give it kind of some highlights. And I blended those together with a paintbrush. Nothing fancy. Then I started to apply a lighter blue on top of that dark blue spray paint. And when I got up to the curve section, I went very thin with that. I also added a little bit of green and a little bit of light blue just to add some contrast. These ocean wave projects are really easy. I use a epoxy from TotalBoat.com called MakerPoxy. I'm sure you could use other epoxies, but I know that this works. I know it works really well. So for the ocean wave itself, for the white caps, I add a little green or blue. Then I add some clear resin right onto the brown, maybe a ½ inch wide strip of clear. And then I'm going to add the white. And this is just clear resin that's mixed with different color dyes. And I'm going to add the white right in front of that clear strip. Now you could pour the white on. I like to use a little, artist paintbrush and just apply a little bit. You don't want to go overboard with the white. It's always pretty easy to add more. If you add too much, it's kind of difficult to deal with. Now, in the past, I've used a hairdryer to blow out the waves. On this project, I didn't want to do that. The hairdryer, the heat from the hairdryer, actually thins out the resin and makes it more prone to dripping. So I'm using a straw technique. You can use a straw, or in my case, I've got the outer casing of a Bic pen. And you can just really fine tune where you want to blow and just apply a little bit of force to that white, and it blows right out over and into the clear. I'll show you again on the front of the box. So really the only hard part of this project was it was very time consuming. I had to do each side separately. I had to do the front and the back all separately. And there's drying time in between. So, 24-hour drying time or overnight drying time. So this is not an overnight project. It took me probably over the course of 4 or 5 days to complete it. Once the waves were dry and the resin was dry, I added some silhouettes. Now these are just some sea turtles silhouettes that I cut out of self-adhesive vinyl. I use a craft vinyl cutting machine called a Silhouette Cameo. I think Cricut, you could do the exact same thing on a Cricut. And then I used some of the same MakerPoxy, just clear, to attach and then also to coat over not only the silhouettes, but also the starfish and the seashells that I added to the sand portion. And this kind of encapsulates, everything, protects it from the weather. And this is the finished product. So perfect for a nautical or a beach decor home. Epoxy resin ocean wave mailbox conversion. Actually a pretty easy project, but like I said, it did take a little bit of time just because of the drying time. That seahorse underneath the mailbox, that was a project that I did years ago. You can certainly search the videos. I have a how-to video on carving that with a Dremel as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I ask that you please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Would absolutely love it if you left feedback in the feedback section. And I'd also like to give you an invite to check us out on the web at DIYEasyCrafts.com. I've got a whole variety of ocean wave as well as nautical do-it-yourself projects on there. Thank you very much for watching.